He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Nittany Lions pick up the first down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He stopped at the 23. Where he would have been with a touchback. First down here for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. On the run, it's Etienne. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line, trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The Buckeyes pick up the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Using his legs, it's Judkins. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Gonna let it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And here comes the punt team. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell he's starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you do, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the left side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking for a crease to the left. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. At the 20, he's got space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven. You can get a finger on that guy.
To the ground with the back. They knock him down right there.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score.
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What is that?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the run, it's Henderson. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front getting a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Using the quick game. Off he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The aerial assault continues. Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Bringing it back. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The Dogs want to crank the tempo.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Howard. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Here's the give off the left side. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the right.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No, it. Lining up for a first down play. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? At the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Line gets set, 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Georgia going up tempo.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Got a lot of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll just keep slinging it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give is to Miller. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Trying the left side. Turns it on in midfield. And he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. The run to the left. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it. It's Miller. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Looking for a gap. It's Young. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Buys a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out from the 33. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy to throw. It's Milroe. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Alabama pushing the tempo. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's caught downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw on second down. Quarterback adapted. The short hands, it's Hale. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure.
Oh, it's out. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and make it just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's first down from the 11. The give to the back. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Getting some heat. Gets away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's back. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The incompletion brings up a second down. On the run, it's Robinson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. To throw, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on
going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's
deep shot for the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They'll try the right side. And the ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They're testing the right side here. Oh, it's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On fourth down, going to the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He lost one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly complete. Oh, it's on the ground. Life ball. And the defense has it there, going the other way.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
But that pass right there, over 300 yards. yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Dogs headed quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's picked off for the third time today. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Williams. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Ball is free. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
That looks like a really... Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. On the ground, it's Etienne. Finds his way ahead for three out to the 16.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The hand to the running back. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man. It's Smith. At the 45 on his way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Georgia. And the The punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the ball slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down. Solid return.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He's going to let it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the the football and try to ice this game.
Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get by.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
To the air, it's Milroe. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Still running at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass.
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude. And I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game. But I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.